What's up, guys? This is Marcus from Studio One Expert, and today I wanted to have a look at a couple useful keyboard shortcuts that I find myself using all the time. And those particular shortcuts are the Create New Layer and Duplicate Layer. So for those of you who don't know, I come from a Pro Tools background, and one of the things that I got really used to in Pro Tools was keyboard shortcuts. And a couple things that I used all the time was either the duplicate playlist, which is the Pro Tools terminology of a layer, or create new playlist. So we had those two options, and they were mapped out to some keyboard shortcuts. And after about a certain amount of years of muscle memory, it's kind of hard to break those habits. So if you don't have those shortcuts enabled, one of the ways that we can get to the layer options is by clicking the F4 tab. We reveal the inspector here. This gives me some detailed information on the layers here. So in this particular case, we can see that I have one layer. Now I can do things like add layer, and now I've got two layers, or let's go ahead and undo that. Or I could do things like duplicate layer. And now I've got two layers and it's been duplicated. So layer 1 and 2 are the same. So let's go ahead and undo both of those. So now we're back to just having one layer. So if we head over to the shortcuts here, we'll go to keyboard shortcuts, and I go to new, or let's actually type layer. Okay, so we have add layer and duplicate layer. So you can see that I've added some custom shortcuts for both of these. And just from sheer muscle memory, I've actually gone ahead and used the Pro Tools shortcuts here. So that's Control \, and then Command Control \. So adding a new layer is Control \, and duplicating a layer is Command Control \. Now, just as I said, you can set up anything you want here. Any key combination, could even be one key, whatever works for you. It's just for me, I already had the muscle memory and I thought it would be a good fit. So now in this particular session over here, if I wanted to add a new layer, I can just do my shortcut there. Boom, I've got a new layer. If I wanted to add a duplicate layer, I'll do my shortcut. And now I've got a duplicate layer. So I can adjust between layer 1 here and layer 2. If I'm on layer 2 and I want another new layer. So it's just really, really easy to be able to map that out to a shortcut, because I find layers really, really useful, and I try to implement them in my workflow as much as possible. But one of the things is, when I was coming from Pro Tools, I didn't want to necessarily just map Studio One out to be using Pro Tools mode, because I knew that there's so many features that I'd be missing if I just left the keyboard shortcuts in Pro Tools. So I went ahead and I learned the program with all the Studio One shortcuts, and then I brought over all of the shortcuts that I missed, or some of the features that I was used to using in Pro Tools, and I mapped those out bit by bit to some key commands within Studio One. So anyways, I hope you guys got something from this, and we'll talk to you later. Cheers.